Ignite to Impact.
Hey there. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present but not giving it. So I want to say thank you to Arthur Ward for those words that remind us of the season that we're in of Thanksgiving. How are you today? I'm Dr. Geneva, and welcome to Ignite to Impact Live. Today, we're going to show a little gratitude. I want to focus on the feelings of being appreciative and grateful for everything we have. And you know what? I want to show and let you know about a few of my favorite things during this Thanksgiving edition. So, you doing okay? I hope things are going real good with you. I I gave a lot of thought to what it's like to feel gratitude and getting gifts and presents. And when I put the two together, I thought about how there have been gifts that I've gotten in my life that really symbolize so much of the gratitude that I feel. And I want to share a few of those with you in this season of showing appreciation and thanks. And it's just a few, just a couple, just a few little itty bitty things, my favorite things that really help me focus and remember about gratitude. So the first one, oh, yes. So we're going to have fun with this one. Now, so this is one of my, we talk about favorite things. I want you to meet this beauty. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my gosh. Look at her. Isn't she just gorgeous? Let me step back here so that you can see her in her full glory. Okay. So my best friend is a world traveler. She goes everywhere. And we've been best friends for 53 years now. And while she was in Cape Town, South Africa, she saw this beautiful regal statue, handmade. And she said she thought of me. And so she brought this back with her. And we had a lot of conversation about it. I was thrilled when I opened the package and saw what it was and heard her stories, her travel stories, being in South Africa, what she thought about when she saw this. And it just reminded me then and now about being grateful for friends and family, people who you meet during your life who come in and touch you and just say and do wonderful things for you. And when she saw this beautiful sister, this regal sister, she thought she was thinking about me. That's what she said. That's what she told me. Okay. And just to think that someone thousands and thousands of miles away is thinking about me, um, bringing that spirit, that energy, just does a little something extra special to me, for me. And I bet you it does the same for you. So, who in your life thinks about you? And are you grateful that they're thinking about you? Oh, it's just such a beautiful thing to have, whether it's a good friend, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a colleague, whether it's one of your relatives, when they reach out and they're somewhere and they say, I was thinking about you, or I got this because you crossed my mind. Every one of those flitters of crossing your mind or somebody stopping and pausing for a moment and extending themselves to do something for you, you want to talk about being grateful. in life, for having that richness. I know it certainly brings me joy. And you see my girl here. Isn't she bad? Look at her. Look at her. Isn't she just a beauty? And so, I have her in a very, very special place um, in my house where I can not only look at her beauty and her regalness, but every time I see her, I see my best friend. I see the love. I see her thinking about me and how that's one of the precious memories in life. One of my favorite things. Okay. So now let me get another favorite thing. Okay. I just want you to know I'm just so happy. And so I have this, this is, see, best day ever. One of my best days ever was when I got this beautiful, beautiful um, printing. Do you recognize the women in it? These are the inaugural poet laureates of our country. You probably recognize on one side Maya Angelou. On the other side, you'll remember just recently hearing the words of Amanda Gordon. And in the middle, Elizabeth Alexander. So these are, isn't this beautiful? And if you'll notice, I don't know if you can see it, but on their jackets that they're wearing are the words of the poems that they gave. Isn't that wonderful? And then each one of them has a crown on their heads. And the backdrop is a map of the United States. And isn't that just wonderful? Well, this was done by Katie Goldsberg. But the story behind this is one of my very dear friends is a friend of the artist. And when the artist released this print edition, my friend said, well, I'm going to get one. She was going to get one. And then she says, and I'm going to get one for Geneva. Wasn't that nice? Again, that thinking that, you think about something, someone, the gratitude, particularly during this time of the year. But why this is so special to me, particularly, I mean, of course, it's, you think about beautiful words that are expressed, the thought and intensity and energy that went into creating such magnificent words and sharing them with the world. All of that's in there. And then, but what really I love about this is the intergenerational energy. So, so you have 3 different generations represented here, all deeply engaged in conversation, pretty much depicting how they probably would be if they all met and gathered. And the conversations that they're having match, the richness of those conversations match, I'm sure, the words. They would, if they were together, the words they shared with us. But it's that intergenerational, that wisdom being passed along and around. That mother wit is really being talked about. It's there. The energy of today and the future is represented. So all of this kind of pulls that together for me. And I'm just so grateful that I had a friend who thought about me and decided to share this beautiful, beautiful piece. Isn't that great? So I want you to see it. Okay. So then my last favorite thing I want to share with you is really just as special as everything else. I got it in this beautiful, beautiful box because I wanted to bring it all together for you so that you could, see and have a chance to open it all up. And what is this? is our camera. Well, Dr. Geneva, how can this be a favorite thing? Well, first of all, let me tell you, for those camera enthusiasts out there, for those who really know what they're doing and not, an amateur photographer like I think I am, okay, you will note perhaps that this is a Canon, excellent model, but it's a Rebel T1. This was I think the first one that came off the factory line or something. And, and I know there's like a T6, 7, or 8 by now. But this is a T1, and it's a camera that I still use. So in the 90s, whenever you look through my photo albums, and I have hundreds of photo albums, there are always photos of lots of things and people and images, very few of myself. And one day, my husband said to me, I'm looking at all these photos. He said, I need a photo of you, but I can't go to your photo albums and find a photo of you. And I said, well, that's because I'm the one who's always taking the pictures. This is way back. Now, we're talking 20, 30 years back, okay? I'm the one always taking the pictures. So my husband says to me, well, you must be really into this photography as a hobby. So I said, well, that's not really a hobby. I just love doing it. He said, well, that's what a hobby is. He said, but you need a new camera. I said, okay, well, I couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford it at the time. But then one Christmas in the 90s, he came and he gave me, I opened up the box. I had this camera, and this is in the 90s, and I've had this camera ever since. Now, I've gotten some lenses on it, some new lenses on it. I still use it. But this camera brings back so many memories. It brings back and things that make me feel so grateful to have known someone who knew me so well and wanted to support what it was that I was doing and encourage me to even do more with it. And then secondly, to have someone who knew what a camera represents to me. And my favorite quote, I'm going to share it with you because it's a bonus, one of my favorite things. Life is like a camera. Focus on what's important. Capture the good times. And when it doesn't work out, hey, just take another shot. And I love that quote, and I use it all the time. In fact, it's hanging on the wall in my bedroom, and it's something that I look at all of the time because I think it says so much about life. And I'm grateful and thankful and appreciative that not only did my hubby, God rest his soul, because I know he's, looking down at me from heaven or wherever and saying to me, encouraging me to, again, keep right on going, deal with life like a camera. Remember those things that are most important, and that's your purpose in life, what you find in life, what makes you happy. Those are the things that are important, and that life is about the joy. So find the joy and give the joy. Capture those good times and, make new memories. And even though my man is not here with me anymore, the thing about it is that you can capture, you keep the memories that you have, but you can always capture new memories. And that's a beautiful thing. And then as you go through life, when you come into those obstacles and not everything works out the way that you want to, you can change your mind. You can take another shot. You can refocus. You can reimagine. And you can chart another course. And that is possible. And you can do that. And that is one of the things probably that I'm most grateful for. That if in fact you feel stuck, you don't have to be. You can unstuck yourself, unstick yourself. What is it? Is it unstuck or is it unstick yourself? Whatever it is, you can change. You can change, you can make a difference, you can take another shot, you can refocus, you can step back and then, you know, refocus it, take another shot, see what that looks like. Try that for a while. Keep going on, capturing those good times, living your life, find a purpose, write your plan, do your goals. You can do that. You can, because you can design your own life. You can take the picture of the life that you want to. You can make that photo what you want it to be and be grateful and appreciative that in fact you can do it. Because as long as you got your mind and you know, those of you who are listening on live or on the replay, hey, you know, you can do it whatever you want to. Choose, design the life that you want to live. So those are my few favorite things that I'm so appreciative of. The friends who spent the time to think about me, that I crossed their mind and they did something about it. You've got those friends. I know you do. People that you know, family, people that you care about, who will pick up the phone and say hello and how you doing. Be grateful for that, appreciative for that. That's what makes a difference. The ways that you can capture good times and laugh and have fun. That's what this whole season is about. But this is what life is about. It's the season, yes, of giving, of being thankful. But what if we made this particular season of giving and being grateful and thankful something that occurs all year round, and that we make it part of who we are and who we can be? So that's my few favorite things. I also want to leave you with that there may be ways that you want to think about, well, how can I express my gratitude, or how can I exercise that gratitude muscle, particularly after you had that great big dinner, after you had that Thanksgiving dinner and you sitting back, kicking it, cooling it, you know, whatever it is, you need a little exercise. So I'm going to leave you with 5 ways to exercise your gratitude muscle after a Thanksgiving dinner. So you know you need to do some working out after that Thanksgiving dinner. So the first one is give the chef a night off and help with cleanup. So whoever's cooking, let them cook, you clean up. Now, if you the one who's cooking, make sure the other folks are cleaning up, okay? Because they can show their gratitude to you. 1, 2. Now, handwrite some thank you notes to the people you broke bread with and share it with them before the celebration ends. Now, this is a good one. You can, let's say you're going to someone's house to have Thanksgiving. Just take some little nice personal note cards with you and write a thank you and just give them out while you're there. And before the night ends, do you realize um, how grateful everyone's going to be, how appreciative people will feel? They're going to feel good, but the thing is, you're expressing your gratitude and appreciation, and you working that gratitude muscle. Work it, work it, work it. 3, now, if the weather permits, and I understand it's supposed to be pretty nice, but if it does work out, the weather's cool, go on outside and take a gratitude walk with one of your loved ones. I'm telling you, just, and it don't have to be for, you know, a couple miles, and you don't have to put on your joggers outfit, you know, just take a nice 15, 10-minute walk with someone you love. Yes. And just show that gratitude, but think about it as a gratitude walk. Okay. 4. Now, before here's one of the things I want you to think about before you head out for that walk. Prepare a carry out tray, of all them fixing, because there's always leftovers. Why is it that we cook these big, big meals? We know we're going to have leftovers. Well, a lot of times, I know in our family, we plan to eat off of that meal for forever. We plan to eat off of that meal. Well, some of those leftovers you can bag up and put together a carry-out tray and make arrangements to deliver it to a neighbor who might be not with their loved ones or not celebrating their loved ones. And so this could be all that leftover. You could take a plate to someone. And then finally, after football, okay, or your favorite family Thanksgiving thing to do, I want you to find a time to laugh, laugh and laugh together. Something gut busting, something that you remember, one of them memories. I've talked about memories and my few favorite things and sharing with you. There's tons of memories you have with the people who you're breaking bread with tomorrow. Think about one of those memories, one of those things that is just so funny, gut busting, laugh out loud, kind of good time, just laugh. And then after sharing that good laugh, that kind of laugh out loud, kind of good time, thank that special someone who prepared the meal, for helping you, for preparing it, for just being them. And then after you having that great laugh, and somebody usually in the group brings up that memory, brings up that favorite thing, tells that joke. And when they finish telling that joke and everybody's had that good ha ha laugh, don't forget to say thank you to the person who brought it up for help burning a few of them calories. So I hope you will take some of these exercises that you can use to burn up calories, show lots of gratitude to the cook, show gratitude to the loved ones who are around you by doing these things that can burn off some calories, can show that love, etc. And, just enjoy your Thanksgiving time and really focus on what this time of giving, reflection, just being appreciative is all about. And for those of you who also want to think about, when I talk about my camera, and I know when I always tell people about, well, all you have to do is just, if things don't work out, you just snap another photo, take another picture. That's all you have to do. It's really about reinventing yourself, about trying something different. So if you want to create the next you, I do have a gift for you during this Thanksgiving season as well. Go on over. That's Creating Your Next You. I'll drop the link in the comments down here. And I want you to tell me, what are some of your favorite Thanksgiving things? What is it that you remember, particularly during this time of this season, that makes you laugh, makes you fondly think of someone, makes you feel appreciated? And what are some of the things maybe that you do for others that help them feel good during these times? So leave a comment for me. Tell me, what's some of your favorite things during this Thanksgiving time? And if you're interested in, please go on over and get that gift from me, Creating the Next You, where you can really think about some of the things you might want to do during during this time, the spirit of gratitude, appreciation, and all that sort of good stuff. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I'm going to see you here, right back here, again, every Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Enjoy seeing you, and love you. Take care and always be extraordinary.